Call this meeting of the County Commissioners to order. Please join us for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks everybody for being here today. Good to see you all. First off, we will approve the minutes of our June 21st meeting. Is there any additions or corrections to?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from last meeting.
Second.
Okay, a motion by Tracy, second by Dale to approve the June 21st minutes. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Is the county clerk here today?
No, but I am.
Oh, you're here for her?
Yes.
Okay. Come on up and introduce yourself and tell
right
us
here?
what you need us to know.
Hi, I'm Dawn Hughes. I'm the voter registration clerk in the clerk's office, and Lisa's out with prior obligations, so I'm here in her place today. Okay, so it says, good afternoon, commissioners and taxpayers. Again, my name is Dawn Hughes. I am here on behalf of the clerk, Lisa Witt, who is out of the office this week due to prior obligations. The clerk's office will need to be closed September 6th, 7th, and 8th due to training for the new child support invest system that the state is requiring us to switch over to by October. The clerk staff have all done their federal background checks. We did that last week and the week prior to that. And then this is the final step before we go live in October. Lisa will be back in August if you have any questions. But we wanted to get this out so we can get it on the schedule and we can post it to the public so that attempt to make arrangements for filing, payments, etc. And so that these dates can be taken care of. So we know we'll be closed Monday, the 5th for Labor Day. So it'd be the 6th, 7th, 8th, so we would be open that Friday.
Okay, that would be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's too hard to try to work with the public plus trying to do the training at the same time. I've attempted to do it, but it's too hard to try to do that.
And this is a new system that
Yes.
goes into place when?
October. So we go live October is their October 1st, I think, is the date that they've selected. So
Okay.
this is where all of the state will be doing the child support this way. I filled out paperwork, but I haven't been able to jump into it yet.
Okay, we had if I recall right, we had a similar training period when the Odyssey program went into effect.
I think if I'm heard her say correctly, yes. I wasn't here then, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking so.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to approve the clerk's request allowing the clerk's office to close for training on September 6th, 7th, and 8th. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Awesome.
There you go, Dawn.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Okay, IT Department, Michael King.
Hello. Okay, so I've got the Office 365 migration for the email that I had mentioned last meeting. That's the contract that I had given to you there. That will be a one-time cost of $2,980. And then monthly, we're looking at about $1,309.50. I actually think it's going to go down a little bit at first because I think we're only going to import about 150 emails instead of 157 that we've got on there. Of course, by the end of the month, we may have 5 more emails set up for all I know because you guys have hired some more people, so that may change. But that really depends on how many email addresses we actually import over to the system. So, but when I was evaluating whether we stick with Zimbra The only other company that we could stick with for the Azure contract that we had already signed with Reliable to have it hosted, it was $9.25 or $9 per mailbox for Zimbra, or $9.25 to go with O365. And O365 gives us better cybersecurity, better spam filtering, more control over some of the back-end stuff. So a better platform for us, better archive control. So overall more function to it for what we were paying for, versus sticking with Zimbra and having less control, more issues, and just overall having more problems with it. So I'd like to get that contract signed so that we can get this process started, so we're ready to go at the end of the month when the Zimbra is no longer working.
Okay, so this is going to cost just a little bit more, but what you get for the money is
Better, yeah.
going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Well, with as much email traffic as there is on everything we have.
Yeah, we're processing anywhere between 5,000 to 30,000 emails a day on average.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And granted, in that 30,000 email number, there's a lot of just little status messages that are, hey, this case has been posted for e-filing. Go process it. And it's just automated message stuff, but there's also a lot of very important messages in there too that are not automated and have to be dealt with. So, but those add up.
Okay. Any questions for Michael?
I'll make a motion that we approve Michael's decision to go with this office, I'll say it right here, 365 migration. When we end our Zimbra, be the end of, you said July, when that is.
Okay, we have a motion by Tracy, second by Dale to approve the contract between Fayette County and Reliable Networks Office 365 to be our email provider.
Yeah, Reliable is who we already use for our email
Okay.
right now. We've used them since 2015. And we've had good reaction with them when we've had problems, when we've had something suspicious pop up as far as this looks like we're getting a cyber attack or something. They've worked really well on that. So we've not had any problems as far as that goes. So.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
There you go. Now, you only need one signature on
Just need one
this.
signature, yeah.
One of these copies
Yeah, that's fine.
sufficient for you?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and sign it, and you can be on your way with it.
Yeah, and then, I don't know if you guys thought about what I asked about as far as the gas mileage last meeting, if that was something you guys had time to think about or not, but.
We have not had any discussion about it.
Okay.
Could probably address it maybe when we do that, we're gonna be doing the formal appointing this soon, you know, doing that formal appointing again for heads. We could address it at that time with you.
That's
Would that be okay?
I don't know. Now, was you working Sunday here? Okay, it must have been somebody else's vehicle, so I thought was yours.
No, it wasn't me. You know, what little working I've done, I've tried to do remotely as much as possible.
Okay.
That's when I've actually had to come in, so.
Here's your signed copy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll scan it and get it back to her. Yeah. Unless there's anything else for me, I'll get this started.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Michael. Area Planning Commission Director Bill McDaniel, did you have anything other than?
No, I don't have anything other than that.
Okay. Surveyor Bill Mackey, do you have anything for us today?
Yeah, Milestone's anxious to get started on the community crossing paving, so they would like 2 or 3 dates that we can set up a pre-con meeting for that. So whatever you guys want to, as soon as possible, set up a pre-construction meeting so we can, because they'd like to get started before the oil and everything starts going up again. So if you can think about it, next day or so, text me 2 or 3 days that you're all available. If you're, I know you'll want to be there. I don't know if, you know, it's just you both want to be at the meeting. And then, yeah, that way we can get it moving.
Okay, so they're ready, are they ready now?
Yeah, I think as soon as possible, they would like 2 or 3 dates so we can set up something to, yeah, as soon as possible, get the pre-construction. That way, when they're ready to go, they're ready to go.
Okay, well, I will make myself available on any day.
Okay.
I'll rearrange my schedule if I have to,
Okay.
to make this, because I don't want to do anything to delay the projects.
So what time do you usually do, like at like 1 o'clock or sometime, or whatever's available? I don't usually do those in the afternoon.
Yeah, that,
Jay, you're pretty much available about any time, aren't you, to come up for it?
I can get up there for it.
Okay. So it's up to you two if you guys, if you want to attend.
We have a chance of doing it anytime this week. But
This week?
next week I'm on vacation. I'll be
Oh,
out of the
okay.
area, so we can do it any day this week.
So either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday of this week?
Preferably
You-
Wednesday or
you-
Thursday.
Thursday?
I'm on duty Friday, but
Okay.
I can maybe trade somebody.
Okay.
Couple
Are
hours.
you good?
I could do Wednesday or Thursday.
You want to set it for like 1 o'clock on Thursday? See if they're available. Like I said, they would like some dates, so we can try Thursday at 1 o'clock here.
yeah,
Okay. Okay, we'll see if that works, and I'll let y'all know. We get it set up.
okay, see if that works for them.
Okay. Okay. That's all I have.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Highway Department, Jay Havlin, Jay, do you have anything today?
I was just gonna let you know, they haven't come down on this river truck yet, we're still waiting on them. They canceled, said they'll be there tomorrow, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, they say they'll be here tomorrow?
Yeah, what they said 6 o'clock in the morning, they'd be there at the gate,
Okay,
and we'll see if they show up or not.
well, I hope they can fix it this time.
Who is they, so we know who,
Southeastern Equipment, the people who worked on the first time,
okay.
well, last 6 or 7 times.
Where do they come from? Where are they coming from?
Out of Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Is that it? Okay. Maintenance, Bill Gray. Bill, do you have anything for us
Yeah, I
today?
got all kinds of bad news. I got a couple quotes that I put in your box that were outdated quotes. Stuff that we've been working on and got swept under the rug. It's gonna have to be taken care of. We've got a fan assembly, combustion assembly out of the boiler number 1 jail, which is not a emergency right now, but as soon as it starts getting cold weather, we've got to have this fixed. And the other one is an emergency. We've still got that pump out at the jail, a chiller pump, and that has to be taken care of right away. We're running on 1 pump, so we really need to get on it. And the quote was from North Mechanical. The quote was done, excuse me, it was done on 10/29 of 21 originally, and it was for, I think, let me get this straight, $9,088, and it's went up, because I had him re-quoted, so it's went up to $10,737. And like I said, that's the one we need to move on right away.
And if we put it off another few months?
Well, that's why I'm saying it'll just keep going up.
Yeah. So those are the...
Those are both the jail.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And those are the 2 current,
Yes. The 2 I put in your boxes are the 2 current bids. The bid on the replacement of the combustion fan on the boiler, the first bid was $6,140, and that was done on 4/8 of 22. So it was $466 more. but the one that was done on 21, it's $1,749 more.
Well, if either one of them quits on us, we're out of business over there.
Yeah, we need them fixed. Because the pumps rotate all the time, and right now it's running on one pump.
Yeah, and we have been for quite some time.
We have been since back when I first bid this, it was 10/29/21.
Yeah.
That's when I first got the first bid.
And you say we're supposed to have 4?
I'm sorry?
We're supposed to have 4
That's for the
pumps?
jail, that's for the circulating pump on the chilled water system. There's 2 pumps on the chilled water system, and they alternate, so we've been running on that one ever since then. So we really need that fixed.
So are we just fixing the one, or are we moving forward with other, what, is that all that it needs? Is
This
just
is
the one?
Yeah, this is, we replaced the whole pump.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
There's 4 pumps down there, there's 2 heating pumps and 2 cooling pumps.
Okay,
But this one went bad, and there's no fixing it. That has to be replaced.
and then we'll be looking forward to getting the other one, is
Of
that what you're
course.
saying?
Yeah.
Before winter, we have more, right?
Yeah, we have to have the boiler done before winter.
And that might be something, is it gonna continue to go up then?
Yeah.
So we might need to consider.
Yeah, like I said, that was bid back 4/8/22
Right,
was the first bid, and it's went up $466 from then until now.
yeah, so. Maybe we should get what we need to get repaired then, rather than wait until winter on the other one?
Yeah, I
Because
wouldn't
it's gonna
wait
go up
till
too,
If
right?
you wait till winter, it's gonna go
Yeah,
even more.
it's gonna be cost us, yeah. I mean, if we have that, is that in your budget to,
I don't know, I'd have to check Coon Jail, I don't know.
That's in one of our budgets.
right?
I don't know
For
what's in Coon
maintenance?
Jail, I don't know what
Right.
they've got.
Is any of this, any part of the air handling that we talked about going through the,
No, I asked Kevin Whitesell to update the quote for the air handlers, and haven't.
I'm still waiting, I've talked to him just the other day, because
Yeah.
we're still having trouble. We're having airflow trouble, and that's why we're not getting enough cooling in the jail. Everything is working. All of our chillers, everything's working. It's the airflow that's the problem. And that's been the problem, that's the problem in the wintertime too. So it's just the old air handlers.
Yeah. Well, their quote on the air handlers was over a year old, and they
Yeah.
couldn't guarantee those figures. So I asked him to update it, and we're both waiting
We're
on
both
that.
waiting. Matter of fact, I talked to him the other day. When I talked to him on these, I told him about those
Yeah.
and reminded him. So,
Yeah,
is this water pump part of that system, or is that 2
No.
separate?
no, that's a chiller system. The chiller's newer. I can't remember exactly when it was put in, but it's a lot newer than the air handlers. The pumps are the original pumps for the building, but they're just hooked into a new chiller system.
Well, we can put it off and pay more, I guess.
I don't know. I don't think we put it off.
I'll move the motion, as long as the finances there, is approve both quotes.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to approve the quotes from North Mechanical for the replacement of a combustion fan assembly on boiler number 1 for $6,606, and replace the chiller water pump number 1 for $10,737. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Can I get you signed these, Dale?
Yeah,
I'll get took care of right away.
okay. Get them to them before they,
I'll do it right now. I'll go
Change
back
their
over to my
mind.
office and email them to Kevin right now.
Now, will that help with the cooling in the, what did I say, the south side or something?
Dale, like I said, that's the air handlers, that's the airflow problem. And we've had them clean, we've done everything we can do to them, it's just, they don't run fast enough. They're just wore out. I mean, we've changed bearings, we've changed belts, we've done everything we know to do. We just can't get enough out of it.
We don't want anything happening in this hot weather.
No. We're staying on top of it as best we can right now.
Okay.
We'll take care of it.
Have you got any more bad news for us?
That's probably enough for you guys right now. For a year, probably.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Well, let us know when you hear from him on those.
I will let you know.
Other quotes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Extension Office.
Afternoon, Commissioners. So it's summer, Extension Office is crazy. So just a quick recap of June. We had a lot of programs in June that we were able to provide to our community. We helped with Summer Discovery Program at the parks. We spent a week last week with them. 2 weeks ago, doing a program about nature and the benefits of being outdoors and learning about trees and birds and all of that kind of stuff. That was 3 hours every day. So that was a long week, but it was great. It was about 60 to 70 kids each day that we were able to impact there. We are also assisting Wayne County with summer program at the Gold Lake Center. We're doing different types of teaching, STEM teaching, animal teaching, healthy living, all kinds of things there. We're doing that once a week throughout the whole summer. We're impacting about 25 to 30 kids each week that we are able to attend there. We had 4-H camp, so Fayette County took 2 counselors, 3 teen campers, and 5 junior campers. So that's 1 increase from last year, which I'm taking it. So Fayette County is starting to really understand the benefits and the fun of 4-H camp. So I'm really excited about that. We really advertised quite a bit about that this year, and I was glad to have an additional camper, or additional counselor, come with us this year. So, and then I was able to chaperone 4-H Academy. It's for high school students across the 4-H members across the state of Indiana, where the students pick a career path: computer science, natural resources, engineering, aerospace. They pick a career path that they think they might be interested in. They spend 3 days fully immersed with campus staff, professors, and then 4-H educators are there to help chaperone and teach as well. So we spent 3 days doing that, which I think is a great benefit for high school students. A couple from our area went, and one said it was very helpful for them to say, yes, this is a career path I want to follow. Another one said, this is not a career path that I like, which I think is great. I mean, to me, that's a huge benefit. Then they're not wasting time, and this is a quick way that they can immerse themselves into that, see if that's really something they're interested in. So my plan is to really advertise that this coming, well, for next year for Fayette County youth. We haven't had anybody attend for several years. That's the reason I went to chaperone, so I could really understand what it was about and how to market that better for our youth. So hopefully next year we'll have some kids go to that. Let's see, you may have seen on our Facebook page, our Aerospace Spark Club completed. It's we started in February, so our several-month event. The Connersville Airport was a gracious host for us, and John and Tracy Burns shared a lot of information about planes. And it culminated with the youth that attended being able to take a flight in an airplane at the end. So of course that was the highlight for those kids, and it was well received. Hopefully I've already got a waiting list of 3 kids that want to do it in the fall. We're going to do another session in the fall, so we'll start advertising that as soon as the fair is over, and getting some people involved that way. So. But now we're at the fair. It's July. Yesterday was our final deadline for things to be turned in online. So any livestock that they're taking, any exhibit hall projects, everything had to be turned in by midnight last night. So we're processing all of that today and tomorrow. And then we'll start getting exhibit cards ready. We'll get things to our livestock directors. But here we go, right, Dale? It's time to go. So we'll move into the fairgrounds July 20th. That's a Wednesday. And then our office will be located there until August 6th. And then we will move back that weekend from there. So we'll have a sign on our door directing people to come to our office down at Expo Hall. So we are rolling. gonna be busy next couple weeks. I looked at the calendar today and I'm like, whew, that's only 2 weeks that we're moving. It's coming fast. So we're ready. We've got a great staff that's working hard downstairs, and we've got great volunteers and 4-H leaders, so we couldn't do it without them, and they're ready as well. We're ready to roll. Any questions?
What day's the setup day? Do you know what that day is?
The 21st is the official setup day, Thursday the 21st. We'll move our office in the day before so that we're kind of ready to direct people for setup and whatnot. But I believe I think the 21st is the Thursday. So that's when everyone will converge on the fairgrounds and get things set up and pins ready, and off we go. And then judging week, the Expo Hall projects will start showing up on Monday the 25th. We'll do Expo Hall judging Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of that week. Friday, we'll get everything cleaned up, ready for the public. Then we'll open our doors on Sunday after the parade. And then they'll be open, Expo Hall will be open noon to 8 every day of the fair week. And then, of course, we'll be working with livestock portion week of the fair.
Anything
So
else?
come to the fair. Come and join us.
Heather,
Yes.
based on what you've seen so far, is 4-H participation, is it increasing,
numbers look like?
decreasing, or staying fairly static?
We're about 20 less than last year. To me, I'm looking at that as stagnant. I feel like that's really good numbers. You know, we bumped a little bit last year lower because of kind of sort of the after effect of COVID. You know, there was some disappointment and things, and you know, getting people back engaged in the process of just life in general. So we're making our way back to where we were pre-COVID, but of course, as far as our numbers from last year, just about 20, 25 down from last year overall. So I'm pleased with that number.
Okay. Well, we're all looking forward to it.
Good. We hope to see you there. Stop in and see us.
Well, thank you for the report.
You're welcome. Any questions? Anything else?
If not,
All right, we're ready. Thank you all.
okay. Thanks for coming in.
You bet.
County Attorney, Jeff, do you have anything for us today?
Not off the cuff.
Okay. Dave Rickman, do you have anything for us today?
Besides my report, I'd like to ask about that building, if we can get it or not, up there at the shelter.
Yeah, you, here some weeks ago, you gave us a proposal. I've looked at it, and I assume everybody else has. We really haven't had an opportunity to sit down and discuss that.
Right now, on our animals, people are kind of slow on getting adopted or claimed, a lot of people. But we are still, you know, we had 41 animals total. I had to put 4 of them down to make room. I had 7 cats and kittens. I was sick, so I had to put them down that people just brought in. I had 13 sold. We had 2 claimed, and I still got 20 animals on hand. We picked up one dead dog, 5 cats, 2 bikes, and I had 2 owners request of putting animals down for people. You know, our numbers are down just a little bit, but we're still moving some, so that helps. You know, on our spade and neutering, we're getting caught up a little bit from whenever the COVID hit us. We're getting pretty well caught up on that. If people don't bring their animals back in, you know, I gotta remind them. But if they don't bring them in, what I do, I pick out my dogs or cats that I want to get fixed. That way we don't mess up appointments. So then I get some of my animals already done, that whenever they get adopted, they're done. you know, they won't have to come back up to see us. So we're still trying to get everything moved, keep moving. It's a little hard sometimes. You know, and the kitten season, it's a rough time on kittens. You know, so, you know, I gotta keep the animals for so long, you know, for claiming, if anybody wants to claim them. But I know a lot of people has dumped them all at places. I know some of them had come out of our county, some of them came from other ones. But whenever I find out where they do, I call that county shelter up, because they will do us the same way. I said, this is your animal. I need you to come and get it, because I don't have the room. And sometimes we'll have to meet in the middle. That's, you know, so it goes vice versa with us too. And because Rush will end up with one of ours, we end up one of theirs. We just swap them, you know. So that's what we've been doing. But you know, I'd still like to see whenever you guys get time to talk about that other building and everything.
Have you been through that other building up there?
It's been a while back.
Have you, Tracy? Tell you what, if we can, Dave, I wouldn't have an objection to, we'd find a time when everybody had a chance to go up there, go through that building and look it over and compare what we see to what you envision in your plan.
Okay.
Try to come to some reasonable agreement on whether we should or shouldn't do all that. I have no idea right now what it would cost.
I don't either yet until, you know, I just want to try to see what we can get approval, you know, for the building first, and try to get the contractor up there and see what we can work with a little bit. You know, it might take us a little bit to get everything done that we want, but I'm willing to try to work at it and see if we can try to get the committee to want to work with us, you know, on some of this stuff. So it'll help us out with some of the animals, with the, you know, isolation room, to make sure they're okay. Because right now we don't have an isolation room, especially for cats or a dog. Even if we get a dog that's pregnant that we don't know, then all of a sudden we have babies up there. You know, really we don't have a good place for them at this time. You know, so we try to accommodate what we can and try to make it as comfortable as we can too for the animals, you know. And so that's where part of the building could come up handy for us, you know, and where we can have like a kitten room where people can look in and see them playing and stuff instead of just in the cages. Then have adult room, you know, like that for the cats, and have a few more kennels, around 7 kennels in there. That's what we would like to see. A training room where I already got a trainer that's willing to come up on her own time and help people train them with the animals that they adopt from here, from our shelter, and help them show how to relate with them, to keep them trained with them, where they go home. And they, you know, a lot of people, they go home and they try to meet the animals, with their other animals like this. You got to have them come on neutral grounds and everything. So that's part of our idea, is to try to get that help. And I know this is a little farther dream for me, would be having our own vet that would come up and try to get all of our animals at a low cost, try to get them fixed and all that, then get ours, then help out with the community. Mm-hmm. That's partly what I would like to see done too. So, you know, so we can start trying to get some of these feral cats down too. You know, I got people got traps right now that's trapping for cats, and we try to do what we can, but I gotta keep them at least, if the loans are friendly, if they're friendly, I gotta keep them at least for 3 to 5 days. And I try to get them adopted out and try to get them fixed at that time. Now, feral cats, I do keep a few of them around for barn cats. You know, if anybody wants them, we can help them out. You know, but, you know, I got the, you know, people, they get kind of upset because we don't trap right away, or they take their cats right away. But, you know, I got other people that's already bringing cats in too. So, you know, I try to work with these and put them on a list and see if we can work with them, you know. It's kind of hard to do sometimes with all cats and all the animals that we've been having. But,
There's more to it than what a lot of people
Yes.
know, that's for sure.
Yes, so,
Well,
I mean, when I come up there, I had no idea, being a county person, so I appreciated just seeing what, 7 acres there and
6 acres.
6
I think.
acres, but you have this dog park, is that
Yeah.
correct?
Uh-huh.
Is that something, I couldn't remember if you said that for the sake of the public too, is that
Yeah.
something that they could take their dogs
Mhm.
to
Yeah,
that
they
dog
can,
park?
they can bring their dogs up there 24/7, as long as they got their shots up. That's all we ask. We don't charge them anything for it. That's part of us giving back partly like to the community. So, you know, if you got a dog in an apartment or something, you know, hey, you know, you're welcome to bring them up there and let them play. You know, we got 2 sides, one for smaller dogs, one for bigger dogs. If nobody's up there, they can open up both gates and let them run both sides. They're both the same length. I forget how big it is.
It's
But it's
nice.
good size.
Nice size.
Yeah. I like to try to see if I can find a couple of fire hydrants, the old ones, and put them in there for them too, you know. But, you know, I try to welcome people come up there, you know, and let them have their dogs up there. We got picnic tables. I got to fix one of them that broke. I got to get that one fixed. And they can have a picnic up there. They can have come up there at lunchtime or anything like that. It's pretty when it was all mowed. This year I'm keeping it mowed, but we might wait for 2 or 3 weeks to mow it, you know, because of the gas prices. So, you know, I try to work around that. But everybody's welcome to come up and look, and they're welcome to come up and have a little lunch up there if they want. Sometimes you might see a deer, fox, anything up there. So anybody's welcome. Okay?
Okay, well, if you two want to try to coordinate a time when it be convenient to meet up there and look that project over with Dave, just let us know when you want to do that. I know you got a lot coming up here in the next week or two, but surely we can find time, an hour or so, sometime or other, get up there and take a look at that. And we got to be mindful too, David, that whatever we do up there is, the city shares half the cost of your operation.
Right.
So we have to take that into consideration too.
I think it'll help both places, you know, try to get stuff out there and try to help out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, thanks for the report.
Thank you.
Mail, anybody got any mail they want to share? Okay, under old business, we have the proposed solar energy ordinance. Bill McDaniel is here to speak on that subject.
Well, what I have right here was as a result of Councilman Collins identifying some problems with language. And there's 2 things right there. One is adding in a definition for standalone system, and the other is to make clear with the things up at the micro scale and no about permits, there's no permits for the micro scale. But, so the one change is the definition is standalone solar system. Standalone solar system, the solar panels are not connected to a grid, but instead are used to charge a bank of batteries. These batteries store the power produced by the solar panels, and then your electrical loads draw their electricity from these. And then when it goes in with the micro scale, standalone micro scale systems are exempt from permits unless mounted on an occupied structure. So it's just a matter of differentiating between the, not lumping standalone and micro scale into the same time. And I think that's where some of the conclusion came from, was some of the language. And so, I mean, Mr. Collins hasn't gotten back to me, so I don't know if anything else has been found, any questions or concerns that they have on their part, that anybody in the city council has with the language. But with the city councils, that's the only thing that was brought up. But if it's a desire then to go with those changes, we need both the county commissioners and then the city council agree with the language. And then that's what will be then, since, I guess maybe then, probably your next meeting, then actually act, because we want to see what happens with the city council this evening. So that'll give us time right there then at the end of the month to, actually that would be ready then for sufficient time to then have something ready for the area plan commission, something sent back just with those changes in language, so at least the area plan commission can act on those changes. And those do make sense.
Okay, so are these proposed amendments, are you recommending these? Or
Yes, I am. I think that, not to speak for Mr. Westland, but we did speak a little bit over the, with email about it. And so I think that unless you saw something with the language, it still may be a little problematic.
I think we're okay. It's just cleaning up the language. It's just essentially, it's not actually changing the ordinance, it's just cleaning up maybe something that could be misinterpreted or have some ambiguity to it.
Okay, well, after reading the ordinance, and I didn't think you guys had left anything out.
Apparently I did.
Well, there's a lot there, but
Yeah.
I don't, I wouldn't say that these recommended changes are unreasonable at all. I think they certainly are, worth consideration.
Yeah. And the lady, she didn't speak last time, but from the Indiana Renewables is, she did make the comment at the area plan commission that she thought it was a good ordinance, is more protective than the one over in Rush County, which is the one thing that we're really trying to do, is to do as much as we can to protect other people.
So do we need to table this till our next
That'll
meeting?
probably be the best.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You can see what the city council does tonight. And at the next month, if you pass it and city council passes it, then it can go before the APC and be a smooth transition.
Yeah, because all it would require would be a letter that's the council of the commissioners that we're sending back for these specific amendments, and then just letter comes back, I prepare the language in the ordinance, and then I would also have the city and county versions, and I have those inserted for the city and the county, so I can have those to after the July meeting. So then at the first meeting in August, you should be able to act.
Okay, so these proposed changes are going to be considered by the city council tonight?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So hopefully there won't be any more surprises.
Okay. Well, I think eventually, you've come a long way already, you guys, and I think eventually we'll get this in place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll move a motion to table till, the August meeting then? or do you want to put a deadline?
Next meeting.
Next
Your,
meeting?
your next meeting in Act, then it'll be the first meeting in August would be the time then with the city and the council can then act with the amended version.
Wait, excuse me. What are you saying then?
Oh, I'm saying, okay, the council and the commissioners,
Right.
they would then send it back to the area plan commission, make these changes.
I think if the area plan commission accepts those changes, it becomes a law.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would have to come back to the commissioners or the council. You see what I'm saying? If the commissioners make the recommendation that it be interpreted, that they take this ordinance with this proposed change, the city council does the same thing, then it goes to the APC. I think once the APC accepts it, then I think it's good. Only if the APC has different changes or does not accept it.
Well,
it's
now,
entirely-
I just have to have the language prepared then for signatures from the city and the county.
Yeah, but if you could do that by 2 weeks from today, then it's set up prior to the APC
Yeah.
meeting at the end of July.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So move a motion to table till our next meeting.
Yes.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to table the proposed solar ordinance until our next meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. 3 ayes. Okay, we will table it until our next meeting, and we'll see what happens then.
I'll just go into the blue book and verify that process.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, does anyone else have anything under old business? Okay, under new business, Mr. David Sullivan is here to talk about the Manla Park.
Hello, Commissioners. It's been about 7 years since I've been here. I'm president of Fayette County Conservation Club. December will make me 22 years on the job. I've got a board of 7 directors, 4 officers. We run Manla Park, and it's all voluntary work. And we've been doing this a long time. We've got a lake out there that's close to 80 years old. The dam wall, the spillway, and the lake itself. The lake is starting to fill up, and the county owns its property. We just maintain it. The lake's starting to fill up. It's just about completely gone. We are getting all kind of slack from Facebook and everywhere else. They're letting it go and they won't do nothing about it. There's nothing we can do about it. The property does not belong to us. We're not in control of the lake. Army Corps of Engineers controls the dam wall, the spillway. DNR supplies the lake with fish and stuff, and you guys own it. So it's between you 3, the government entities. What I'm here for today is we've maintained this park now for over 80 years with no cost to Fayette County, and it's open to the public. We do hunters education. We do carnival for kids. We just hosted Cub Scouts for a week. We do all kinds of stuff out there. We cannot afford to fix the lake. We have hundreds of thousands of people that's been there over the last 80 years enjoying our lake. We have weddings out there. People come out and have their weddings and take pictures, and now they don't want to come out. The whole lake is just moss. It's green. It went from 17 foot down to 1.5 foot. The deepest part of the lake now 7 foot. Unless the county can get a grant to deal with the lake, we will lose the lake. It'll be gone. It will eventually dry up. And there's a whole lot of people that come from all around that enjoy our lake, and we don't want to lose it. So I'm here to ask you if you can apply for a grant or something, because you guys can get one a whole lot easier than we can, to see what you can do about the lake. I was told that there was a proposal put in said about the dam wall and the spillway. If you guys can coordinate that along with the lake and getting it dredged, there's a whole lot of people that really appreciate it. And that's what I come here today for, is to ask you for a little bit of help. The county does not give us any financing whatsoever, none whatsoever. Jay's come out a couple times and chip sealed the roads in the park, but basically them are county roads. You guys own the property, the roads belong to the county. We try to keep the park up the best we can. I've spent thousands of dollars out there of my own money for supplies and stuff to keep this park going. All my board members have done the same. And we're all voluntary. We get nothing from it other than we camp there and we enjoy the park and we do hunters education, like I said, for kids. We do a haunted forest at the end of the year, which the money that we do for that goes, our electric bill is $1,100 a month, between $1,100 and $1,200 a month. So it helps pay everything we pay out there. County has not done nothing out there for years and years and years and years other than to seal our roads. We got a gravel driveway that goes down to the spillway. It's in horrible shape. I got to buy gravel to gravel the driveway to keep cars from driving through the grass around the holes and all that. If you could think about it, see if you can find a grant out there somewhere for this lake. If you don't, we will lose the lake. And it would be a shame because it's been there for a little over 80 years. And there's been a whole lot of people, a whole lot of kids that's got their first fish there. I'd hate to see it go away, but we can't do nothing with it. We do not have the means, we do not have the funds, and we do not have the authority. We lease the property from Fayette County. We're leasees, we're not owners, we can't. So I'd appreciate any help we could get out there.
Have you talked to DNR or anyone if there is any grants available?
Oh, there's grants available, somebody's got to apply for them. And we can't apply for them because we're not owners of the property.
So I have to be something to Lisa handles for us.
Well, David, the condition of the dam there has had the commissioner's attention for several years now, I know. Because the recommendation has been to replace the spillway because of the condition of the concrete there. And I think didn't you tell me that the DNR has told you that the lake itself cannot be dredged until the spillway is...
Yeah, they said the spillway is deteriorated bad enough it will not hold the excess water.
Okay.
Like right now, when we got a dry spell and the water quits running over the spillway, we will go buy hydraulic cement and we get, us volunteers, get on the spillway and we mix up cement, we patch all the holes, and when we get it all patched, we take black tar and we tar the whole thing to keep it from leaking, and we do this every year. We've done it for years and years now, and now we're patching the patches. It's just like these county roads out here. Once you get so many patches on top of the patches, on top of the patches, on top of the patches, it's time to quit the patching, take it out, and replace it. And like I said, we can't afford to do it. We don't have the authority to do it.
Okay, so the spillway has to come first before anything else.
Spillway and the dam.
At some point, I guess it might behoove us to, one way or the other, we'll have to pay for a feasibility study before anything's done on it. But I have no idea what a job like this would cost.
Me neither. And we are the only county park, to my knowledge, that is in Fayette County, other than this parking lot down here on 121.
It's the Mayhem Park.
Yeah. It's a driveway. It was put in by one of the commissioners so he'd have a place to load and unload his canoes because he had a canoe rental place. We are the only county park that you have in Fayette County. And it would be a shame to lose the only county lake you have in Fayette County. And without your guys' help, that's what's going to happen. It's going to go away, and it's going away fast. All the runoff from the fields when it rains, and all the moss in there. There's tons and tons of moss in there every year that dies and settles to the bottom. And then you got all the dirt coming in out of the fields when it rains, and all the water comes in out of the fields. It's filling the lake up. It's been there over 80 years. This has been going on for 80 years. It's either time to do something about it or dig the dam wall out and just drain it. Because all it is a mosquito bed right now. It's bad shape, needs to be fixed.
Yeah. Well, it'd be a shame to lose that lake.
Absolutely.
It's the centerpiece of the park.
Absolutely.
What would you say, there's about 19 or 20 acres of water there?
25 acres. The lake, when it was first dug, it was 25 acres.
When it was first built, it was
Yes.
25.
When it was first dug, I think it was in '38, it was a government program. And I've got pictures of it out at the park in my office. They dug it by hand, and they moved all the dirt with wheelbarrows. And they wheelbarrowed this, I've got pictures of these guys, they got boards laid out and they're wheelbarrowing this dirt down. That's what they built the dam wall with. The dirt that come out of the lake is what built the dam wall. And it was all hand dug and hand hauled and hand stacked, and yes.
Okay. So that would have been a WPA project.
That's what it was, WPA project.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know that the dam repair has been submitted on other grant opportunities in the past, but those are just old enough that they're probably stale now.
Well, I don't come down here much. 25-year contract with commissioners, and I don't come down here and I don't bother you guys, and I take care of the park. All of our major disasters out there we take care of. We had that one straight windstorm that went through, put a big tree to the top of our lodge, tore down all of our power. We replaced every bit of that by ourselves. We didn't ask you guys for nothing. We don't ask you guys for nothing. Every once in a while I ask Jay to do my roads for me to keep them from just turning to dust. We could use a little gravel on the fire road down there. We got to keep that open for the emergency vehicles in case something happens on the dam wall, somebody gets hurt, they got to have access in and out. But other than that, we don't ask you for nothing. And I'm here today to ask you to help us take care of this lake. I don't want to lose it.
Okay. How long's it been since either one of you been up to the Manlow Park? Or I won't ask that, but I would recommend that you stop by and take a look at its condition now, because
It sounds sad.
it's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad shape. Very bad.
I've got a cousin that has a campsite up there, so I stop in 2-3 times a summer, and the water is so shallow now that it stays hot, hotter than it should be, and then that just gives the weeds more opportunity to grow, and then of course 80 years of
Filling it up. We've spent thousands and thousands of dollars out of our pockets buying chemicals to put on this lake. The chemicals we put on the lake, we can only treat 25% of the lake at a time. And then you gotta wait for 2 weeks to treat any more of the lake. Well, by the end of that 2 weeks, the 25% that you treated has grown right back, and you can't even tell you've treated it. Like I said, we've spent thousands of dollars. We've thrown that money away. We could have used it on other things at the park, but everybody was complaining about the moss, and we was trying to get rid of the moss. We can't do it. It's too shallow. Like Dale says, once you get rid of it, it grows right back, because water's only about this deep. And it's a shame.
yeah. Well, I guess the only thing we could do right away would be to get with our grant administrator and see if she can find something that we could qualify for.
I'm just here to ask you to take a look at it and see what you can come up with. We'd appreciate anything. I'm not asking you to do it overnight. I know things take time, and if you could let me know something before it's completely closed down and we've lost it, would be great.
Yeah. Well, I think we can certainly try to find some way to fund that, and right now I wouldn't have any idea what it would cost.
Well, I know here in Connersville they put the walkway in down here by Smalley's Lake. They take care of Smalley's Pond down here. They put a new baseball field in down there. If they can find money for that, why, they should be able to find money to help take care of this lake. This lake has been here, like I said, for 80 years. There's been family after family after family that's camped out there, that's fished out there, that's picnicked out there, that's walked our trails. We just replaced 5 bridges, 5 of them that goes around the lake. Money out of our pockets. We do that ourselves. And all the labor is from the board members out there. And like I said, we don't get paid nothing. This year alone, since December, I've made over 79 trips to that park from my house and back. With gas prices the way they are, that's a lot of money out of my pocket. This is just go up there and repair stuff, take care of business, things like that. I'm putting in probably 3,000 hours a year out there. I'm retired, but I got a full-time job driving a semi. Plus I do this on the side. We work our butt off out there to take care of this park. And we haven't asked the county for nothing. And I'm asking the county now to help fix our lake.
Okay, well, you guys do an excellent job out there, David, because the park always looks real nice.
Thank you.
But the lake itself, I know there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say? You want to try to see if we can get with Joe Lisa and see if she can turn up something that might help this?
Would it be better to, if you got time and want to go talk to Joe Lisa, that way you can point her what direction, 'cause I have no clue where to look for that for you.
Yeah, you can set it up, let me know.
Okay.
You know me, I'll show up.
All right.
I'll be there.
Cool. Well, let's give it a try.
Works for me. That's all I can ask.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
That's right.
Give it a good
But like I said, it's gonna be a shame, once that lake's gone, nobody's gonna come out there and redig it and do all that again. So, if we lose it, it's gone, and, it'd be a shame.
Yes, it would.
It sounds like it's near gone now.
It is, it's on Slash Lake right now.
Yeah.
There's still people fishing out there, and they're still catching a few fish here and there. But we used to have record bass, 6 to 8 pound catfish.
Kids went to
great
those
big blue-
fishing tournaments
Yeah,
out
we
there.
have our bluegill bonanza for
Years
kids.
ago.
This year, I think they caught like 60 fish. Years ago, they bring anywhere from 300 to 600 fish out there. That's how far downhill it's went. Yeah, it's that. It's that. I appreciate your time, and just let me know something.
Okay, David.
You got my number.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the report.
Yeah. Let's go.
Anyone have anything else under new business? Is there any patron concerns today? Dick, you got anything?
I got no concern about it, with what he was talking about. If you need an engineering firm or somebody to help you take a look at that or something, we'd probably be happy to do so.
Okay. Well, I'd say if we could find a funding opportunity for that project, an engineering firm would have to be involved, I'm sure.
If you need some help, we'd be happy to help out.
Okay. Anyone have anything else? How about claims and payroll?
Move to pay claims and payroll.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to approve claims and payroll. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Okay. This must have been attached to that last claim there. Guess that's it.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we'll have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you all very much.